So a friend of mine messaged me through Instagram this morning and she said, Erica, I know you're not a life coach, but I've seen your posts on Instagram and I'm really inspired and I just have to ask you. I just need to ask you for advice. And she proceeded to describe how she's in the middle of a quarter life crisis and is feeling so confused and discontent and even miserable with her life right now. And so I just wanted to make a video to share some of my experience and advice for others who are suffering through their quarter life crisis, as someone who has been through mine and would safely say that I'm on the other side. So, first of all, what I encourage you to realize is that this is okay. This is part of your growth as a human, as a spirit inhabiting a human's body. First of all, what I said to my friend was, congratulations. I hope you're enjoying this tension. No, I'm sure she's like, no, I'm not enjoying this. I'm miserable. But I said that because I wanted her to realize that this is a pivotal moment for you. And it's okay that it doesn't feel good. Because this is part of a transition. This is part of awakening to your true purpose and true mission in life. So first of all, those feelings that you're experiencing in your body, in your mind, in your heart, this is a wake-up call. This is your body trying to get your attention to let you know that something isn't working. Something's not quite right. And I'm sure you probably realize that if you're watching this video, that that's the feeling. Life is not the way that it should be. There's something else out there, right? So my advice is, first of all, pay attention to the signals that your body and your mind are sending you. But understand that the emotions are the messengers, not the message themselves. So those emotions that you're having, whether they're icky or shitty or just it sucks in so many ways, that's not to say that the message is that you suck and what you're making bad choices. The message is that there is something that needs your attention. So don't ignore it. Don't repress it. Don't numb it. Don't shy away. This is a call for you to do an excavation on yourself and learn something very important about yourself. Something that is calling to you. So next point that I want to say is hold on to hope. There is hope. No matter how bad you feel right now, there is hope. Because this is a turning point where you get to decide what you're going to do with these feelings. You could either let them crush you, or you can make choices that will ultimately let this tension be something that empowers you. There's another video I posted recently about knowing your DINs, and that was all about experiencing the tensions and the doubts and the fears and how we can choose to use that energy to push us forward into taking actions that help us resolve these feelings rather than getting squashed by them. So hold on to hope. And as someone who's been through my Saturn return and discovered that I was a mermaid in the process, let me just assure you that there is hope, and it's not always going to feel this way, okay? And I just mentioned Saturn return. It's very important that you know this. So there is something that's happening in the planets when we're born, and then that happens again when we're in our late 20s. And it's the planet Saturn returns to the same position that it was when we were born. And when this happens, there is an upheaval. There is chaos. There is, a crisis of purpose. There are all these things that go on, and this happens to most people. And that's why there's this thing called the quarter life crisis. It's actually your Saturn return. So my advice also is to look into the Saturn return, learn about it. Learn about the symptoms, learn about it, educate yourself. Use this energy, use this tension as the impetus to start having new actions, new ways that you're directing your energy, new things that you're learning about, like the Saturn return. And then another thing that I would advise is that this is a great time to consider going on a journey. It's a great time to consider doing something that you've always wanted to do, but maybe it feels like a risk. This is a time to take that risk, to take a big step, because there's something inside of you that's calling out, that wants to be seen, it wants to be heard. And if you do the same things that you've always done, you're going to get the same results. Albert Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's not going to happen. So this is a call. This is a call to action. This is a call to step up. This is a call to make different choices. This is a call to do something that maybe like scares you, right? And then maybe that feels really big, like a big risk. And it's okay. Because also, if you're in your quarter life crisis, my friend, you're still pretty young and you have your whole life ahead of you. So, we live in a culture that says that you should have everything, you should know your life path in your 20s, and that's just ridiculous because very few people in their 20s know what they want to do with the rest of their lives. And plus, we don't live in that kind of world anymore. We don't live in the kind of world where you choose your career path, as you enter college, and then you stick to that same career path for the rest of your life and you have a job with benefits. No, my friend. That's not the world that we live in anymore. We live in a world. We live in a world where you can literally reinvent yourself every 5 years and still be completely successful at what you do. And I, for one, as someone who has reinvented myself a lot, think that's absolutely amazing. And it can be hard. And, it can require letting go of things that we're really comfortable with or that we're really accustomed to, or maybe things that are like working well for us. And letting go of those things is really hard. I'll tell you, I'm getting ready to leave to go back to Thailand this winter, and I gave away pretty much all my stuff again. This big box of clothes, I gave it all away, and those were some great clothes, and sometimes I kick myself, but I know that to step forward into this next chapter of my journey, my unfolding journey, I need to be willing to let go. So, just to summarize, what are my notes? Pay attention to the signals that your body is sending you. Your emotions are the messengers, not the message. Realize that something needs to change. If you're having these feelings of discomfort, just let it be known that this is a call to action. This is a call to change something, because if you keep doing things the way that you've always done them or the way that you're supposed to do them, it's not going to lead to your soul's fulfillment. And that's what you're being called towards, I believe. Next, hold on to hope. Don't give up. Your life is not over. There is hope. And let me just tell you that there is something, if you work your way through this and if you face it with courage, with a willingness to change, with a willingness to explore and excavate the depths of yourself, you can arrive on the other side with new treasures that you cannot even possibly imagine from where you are right now. Next thing, learn about the Saturn Return. Do some Googling, learn about it, find out some more information, and see what that sort of like awakens in you and where that takes you on this path. And then lastly, now is a great time to consider going on a journey. So when I was going through my Saturn Return, that was when I started actually this whole video blog project that I was doing. And I ended up going to India a couple times and then Thailand and had this amazing journey where I ultimately realized I was a mermaid. Crazy. And so that came out of the tension that I was feeling at that moment in my life when I was 28, realizing that I wasn't happy with the way things were and there was something else calling to me. I didn't know what that was, and I went on a journey and discovered it. So, not to say that like I'm cooked and I'm done. I still have so much more to learn about myself and so many ways that I still need to grow, but I'm on my path, and as someone on my path, I'm just reaching out my hand to people who are, further down the mountain, who are trying to make their way up, and just offering a hand, offering some hope, and offering some words of encouragement. Let me just say that you can do this. You can discover the hidden gifts waiting for you. It's just a matter of setting your intention, holding on to hope, and being willing to take some risks and step out of your comfort zone. There's a great quote that I heard. It says, everything you want for yourself and your life is just outside your comfort zone. So thanks so much for being with me. I hope this video was helpful. If you want, please leave a comment below and let me know about your Saturn Return. Let me know about what you're going through, and I'll be happy to give you some advice or some feedback. So thanks so much for being with me. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your adventure. May you have the courage to shine the light into the shadows of yourself, to discover the hidden gifts waiting for you there. You can do it. Bye, friends.